Hey everybody, it's Friday, which means it is Fuzz Friday. For this week's episode, we have the Azor Fuzz. Honestly, we don't know too terribly much about it, so we're going to be learning about this pedal with you guys in this week's episode. We do know this is one of the cheapest fuzz pedals you can get off Amazon, with it coming in right around $20. Before we get in, we've noticed a lot of new viewers here since we started Fuzz Friday. We've noticed an interesting analytic. Over half of you guys aren't following us, and over half of you guys aren't in the US. So if you don't mind, like, comment, subscribe, and let us know where you're watching from. We'd be really curious to know. Well, let's get into it. Alright, so let's get nerdy with the Azor. I believe this is based off of a big Muff style. Honestly, don't know a lot about it other than we were on Amazon, of course, like we all find ourselves, and we're like, what are some of the cheapest pedals on there? And I was like, what are the cheapest fuzzes? Knowing me, right? So yeah, this was one of a couple we bought. Very small enclosure. I mean, here, let me grab. This is handy. Just for size comparison, this is a mini pedal right here. I had a little bit of time to play with it. Overall, I think it sounds all right. It sounds good. It is noisy. I'll demonstrate here in a minute. As soon as you turn this thing on, just get noise. And I mean, hey, I know fuzz pedals and quiet don't necessarily go together, but this is some noise. Yeah, I mean, it's got some weight to it. Build quality seems fine. Only really had it a couple weeks now, so I can't say long term how it lasts. But yeah, I did notice the tone knob. It gets bright. A little on the harsh side, but hey, can really cut through a mix. There are usable sounds in this pedal. Let's dig in more. Might already hear the noise on it. Like I mentioned earlier, I do find this fuzz pedal a lot noisier than most of the others I own. I did notice too, when the level knob here is about noon, you are a little less gain than Unity, so I have it bumped up to about 1 or 2 o'clock just to kind of have an even volume between my clean and fuzz. That is interesting to note. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of play around with the tone knob, maybe a little bit of fuzz action here, and kind of show some different sounds that I found. I do think this is a fat, full rhythm that I got dialed in right now, once again, using my trusty Blueshawk. And, let's see what we got. rhythm tone right there. Yes, you know, when you're not playing, you got a little more noise going on, but when you're playing, for what, maybe $20, that's a fat tone here. So now let's kind of flip the script. I'm going to kind of leave the fuzz cranked where it is, and let's crank the tone for maybe a little more sizzly lead tone out of this. I mean, listen to that noise sweep as you move this tone knob. Yeah, that's gnarly. Alright, so let's see what this sounds like. So yeah, you know, sizzly is a word that comes to mind, hearing that it's not quite sputtery, but it does have like a high-end crackle to it. That is two very different sounds there, that high-end kind of lead sound and that fat rhythm that we are getting out of this pedal. I mean, if you're looking for a fuzz and you don't want to spend a lot of money, I think this would be a good option. There's others on the market. We have a couple others that we'll be showing off in future episodes. But, I mean, if for nothing else, there's two good sounds. I'm sure we can dial in more.